Hello guys, this is Miss Jackie. Welcome on my channel. I hope you had an amazing day, and today I want to show you a replay. It's a battle that I did in the Batchat 25T on Siegfried line, and I wanted to do a video about the Batchat since a very long time because it used to be my favorite tank back in the days. So let's talk a little bit about the Batchat. It was introduced in the game in the year 2012. It has been the favorite tank of many people, including myself, for a long time. But over the years, the game changed so much that it had become nearly impossible to do great battles in the Batchat. And many other tanks had been nerfed, have been buffed, have been nerfed again and buffed again. And Batchat wasn't getting any love. Batchat still had not enough shells. Batchat still had very long reload time. Batchat still had inaccurate gun. And finally, Wargaming decided to give it some love, and let's watch this battle. This was an ace tanker, but we're gonna see what's happened because we have drama, we have twist of situation, and we have heart attack moments. Let's see. I was playing here with Sarah and Trinksy. By the way, you can go check out their channels. I'm gonna link them in the description. They're also streaming on Twitch. Sarah the Explorer is an amazing light player, specialized in many of the lights in the game, but especially in the EBR, she is kicking some butt. She's unbeatable. Trinksy, a really good friend, a good player. She's playing the Lion, and she's also kicking some butt. Like we see, Sarah is here trying to spot something. I'm not reloaded yet. Let me show in the meantime, because there is not much going on in the first part of the battle, so I'm gonna take the time to show you guys the field modes that I am using. And not only that, these are the modules that I'm using. I'm using Oldskools Promod. He does have a special mode where you as a streamer basically can show during the entire battle the modules that you are using, so your viewers can see it all the time. Because sometimes in the past, before this mode was introduced, I would get questioned, hey Jackie, what modules are you using on this certain tank? Now they are listed the entire time. I'm going for optics. I have around 490 meters view range. I'm going for Commander's Vision. I really like this module. Honestly, I think it's a bit unfair. It should be only on light tanks, not on medium as well. But hey, it is for medium, so I'm just gonna use it on Batchat. And vertical stabilizer. Even though this gun is right now pretty good, I want to make sure that it's working properly. I really like vertical stabilizer. It's very good aiming module. I really love using it, so I'm also using the ratio, which helps a little bit with everything. And as for the setup, I'm going for 25 APCR and 25 hit. Honestly, I'm not a fan of hit ammo in general. I love APCR, so I decided to go half-half, because with the Batchat you do get a lot of full tier 10 battles, and you're also gonna need the hit ammo, but I only like to use it when I'm preparing to go attack in close combat heavy tanks. That's when I usually load the hit ammo. Otherwise, I would rather shoot with APCR. There is not much going on right now. It is 0-1. We are still on the field. There haven't been any decisive moves on each of the teams. We are still relaxing here and waiting to see in which direction this battle is gonna go. Sarah and Manticore are on the field, perfectly normal position. They are also trying to see what would happen, and Sarah gets a very ugly shot. I don't know if that was a blind or she has been spotted. At this point, I noticed that we are pushing the 0 line, so I'm trying to fall back and see if I can either push with them. But I just noticed the 6 line is not looking very well, so maybe falling back in this moment is not a very bad idea. You can see the MBT is there. He's a one-shot, and the mouse is also pushing W. it's not looking very well right now because we don't have much in the back supporting. But I noticed in this moment, I wish I had the hit ammo. I do have the APCR, so I have to wait for the right angle. Otherwise, I'm not gonna penetrate. I'm just gonna waste my shots. So I'm waiting. I did have a green marker on the lower plate, but that was only a pixel shot. I am trying though. I'm trying to give him at least one shot of damage. It's not working out like you see. If I would have had the hit, the situation might have looked a bit different. So now I am just reloading. Everybody who went on the zero line died. Kaput. And what can we do? At this point, I can just sit in the bush and let them come to us. Pushing in is right now absolutely not an option. And the mouse is coming in. At this point, I have his side. So it's RNG, you know, RNG decide in the end. Even if you do perfectly aimed in a spot, RNG will finally decide is it a pen or not. We finally penetrate lower plate of the mouse, 1 out of 5, and going for another clip. He's falling back right now. Like I said, this is why on heavy tanks, I usually shoot hit, even though I am reloading. I'm reloading hit. And in a few seconds, you're gonna be ready to. I think there is a bug because it's showing that. Okay, it's fine. All right. Again, even with hit, waiting for a good angle, and I did realize that he spotted me because I noticed he directly turned the gun in my direction. This is a way to realize when you are spotted before the sixth sense goes on, because there are 3 seconds after you get spotted when you know yourself, because the sixth sense goes on. But you can see it instantly if the enemy starts to look directly at you. Then you can fall back in cover because you are spotted, you know, and later, like 3 seconds later, the sixth sense is gonna go on. Let's see. This is where the interesting part starts. Finally, we got another shot. We are only on 463 HP, and the TVP is coming in full speed, and I go away, and he just rushes into the water like a submarine. I didn't want to let him come out of the water, thinking he would drown there, and he does drown. If not, I would have come out and killed him. I still had 3 shots, and he's dead. -1. It's 8 to 10. Look how much HP they have. They have 7,200 HP. We only have 2,800, and the mouse is coming in. I still have 3 hit shells, which is very nice. I still bounce. I bounced so much on this mouse. I have 1 more. And at this point, it's just me, the 2 artists, and Sarah. And my lag lamp, my red lag lamp. I don't know what's going on. I've been having my lag lamp on bad ping, bad FPS in the past days so often that it's crazy. Okay, I'm trying to spot the mouse. We lost basically everything, and Artie manages to kill the i7. That is really nice. I'm trying to use the bush here, spot the mouse, and see maybe somebody can help out. He's trying to angle as much as he can, but he cannot really angle from Artie. And we bounce again. Finally, we managed to take out the mouse, and at this point it's 11 to 12. We managed to catch up a little bit. The HP is still really bad, and sadly Sarah got killed. Right now it's just me and the artist versus 4 enemies, and I need to come up with a good strategy because I'm very low HP, and we need to see if we can win this. Like at this point, I wasn't hoping for any kind of win. I just wanted to get the best out of the battle. So somebody is in the cap. One of them is in the cap, and the rest are probably gonna go for the blood. They're gonna try to come and kill us. So at this point, I thought this bush might be a good place to start, and I7 got spotted. He gets artist, sadly only 66 damage, but it's a good start. The other art is also shooting him 100 damage, but the good part, the second artist did track him, so I could shoot. Sadly, he left that position. Now he knows that I'm here, and I do have one more shell going for the EBR, and the EBR is out. You saw that, like, it was like a millisecond where you could see the I7 leaving that spot before he got unspotted. Sadly, I would have probably killed him. And let's see what happens. At this point, I need to reload. Wasn't really hoping for the win. Was gonna go for the reset. Then I realized, yeah, you know what? Doesn't really matter. Let me stay with my arty. Try to take out the I7, and I will see what I will do with the cap a bit later. This bush is in this situation a pretty good spot to start with, because the I7 is in this area, and from here we can obviously spot him if he tries to come on the field, and he's dead right now. 45 seconds for the cap. There are two in the cap, as the Foch and the V, both of them, and we don't have enough HP. Like, if either of them is gonna shoot me, I am dead. Well, what I decided to do, because if I would have went from our base or from the middle, they would have most likely looked in that direction, but what they would have never expected, even though I didn't have that much time, would be that I come from their base. So even though it was super risky, and look, there are only like 15 seconds, 13 seconds on the timer, I decided to come for here. Luckily for me, I did have enough time, and that's what I'm saying. Look, one was looking towards the zero line, and one was looking towards the middle of the city, and we managed to win the battle. We managed to win the battle, and it was a good carry. It was a good carry, and let's see what we did. It is an ace tanker. We did 6,000 damage. We have 6 kills. We have 1,900 assist. And we have high caliber. We have defender. And we have Top Gun. The team result. The team did what the team could do. And we see here, because I was shooting some hit ammo, the bill is pretty expensive. minus 116,000 on ammo. But still, we did 12,000, nearly 13,000 profit. We shot 44 shells, direct hits 31, and penetration 18. Like, direct hits 31 from 44 shells. I think it's a really, really, really good hit ratio. And what they did with the Batchat is now amazing, because they made the gun really nice. You guys should give it a try. I totally recommend the Batchat right now. If you haven't played it before, go for it. The entire line is good to play, and the Batchat is now creme de la creme. Or if you have played it in the past but didn't touch it anymore, now it's worth to play it. It's a really nice tank. It has been buffed. It's fun to play. You have the speed. You have a good gun. You have nice reload time. You have the firepower. What I would recommend that you pay attention on is, for example, the gun depression elevation, because you have to be careful on what kind of terrain you are. If you are on a little slope, you cannot properly shoot, so you have to be a bit careful on that. And of course, it doesn't have armor. Other than that, if you can work with this kind of things, you're gonna be a master in the Batchat. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the stream. This is Miss Jackie, and if you guys have some very nice replays, you can post that in my Discord channel. I'm gonna pin the link in the comments, and I'm gonna make weekly videos for YouTube. The rest of the replays are gonna be shown on the stream, and you can also join the Discord server because we are doing monthly giveaways. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will stream on the stream. Have a nice evening. You are awesome. Bye bye with humble greetings, Miss Jackie.